Hello, 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 hello. Happy Saturday, everybody. How we doing? I hope that you all are up and excited for a new day. It's a blessing to be here, and we have to take it that way. Welcome to Spotlight on Gwendy Media, and thank you so much for choosing to spend the Saturday afternoon with us. I don't know what time it is over where you're watching us at. I don't know how the temperature is over there, but guys, we're about to bring the heat on this show right now because the lady that we're about to introduce to you guys, you need to stay really back to see and keep up with her energy. She calls herself the Queen of Bamenda, and she is a rap goddess. All right. So hey, as you come in, share the video, give us thumbs up, and put us those hearts so that we can see those hearts going up. Before we get to meet our guests for today, I'd like us to watch a video, one of her videos, and then when we come back, we'll be meeting her. She calls herself the Queen of Bermuda. Guys, get ready. Let's listen to this beautiful, beautiful song by Naomi Achu, aka the Queen of Bermuda. The title of the song is Back Bay with the Nigerian singer Scale. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you are ready, guys, definitely drum rolls and let's welcome Naomi Achu, AFRIMA Award winner, Grammy member, rap goddess. If you're ready, then I'm ready. Let's jump into the show right now. Boom.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Gwen. How are you?
You are looking, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As usual, you're always looking like, you always bring it on all the time. Naomi Achu, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for accepting to be our guest today. There's
Thank
so
you.
much happening around you. You're serving it hot out there. Your new video is killing it. It's a banger.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Welcome once more. Welcome once more. Hey guys, as you tune in, share the video, send in your questions for Naomi. What do you want to know about her? What do you want to know about her music career? Before we get into all of that, let's ask Naomi to introduce herself to all those who are watching us right now. Naomi, tell us a little bit about you.
Ooh, okay. Naomi is a singer, rapper, songwriter, just a fun-loving individual, a fun-loving person, and I just like to make music.
Wow, I love that. Like you have a repertoire. You started singing professionally, I would say that was in 2009. I was just going through your repertoire and I was like, wow,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot about you.
Yeah.
The descriptions that I see on the internet about you, they say you're gorgeous, you're sensual,
Thank
you're
you.
multi-talented, you are like the queen of rap, and I'm like, people are comparing you with Lil Kim and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You got really famous during the Chase Big Brother when your song Alhadji was played during that edition.
Yeah.
You performed alongside big names in the music industry like Awilo Longomba, Fali Ipupa, Timaya,
Yeah.
Scales in that song Back Bay that we
Yeah.
just watched.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Where did this love for music come from? Take us to the beginning.
So, I come from, my mom loves to sing, and when we were kids, every morning we would come together, we would pray, we would sing praises to God, and my mom just likes to sing, so I took it from her. But for me, it was more for being creative, and I always tell this story. So, I'm the last of 6 children. So whenever we come together, I don't really have a say in anything. I have to just listen to what everybody says and follow. So pretty much I didn't have a voice, which is okay. When you're a last child, hey, you don't need a voice, right? So I found my own voice through singing and
Wow.
through music. So that was my own way of expressing myself. But that's
So
how that.
how did your family welcome that aspect of you? Like last born, you like come up with
I
music.
know, right?
Hey, trouble.
But it's still always a struggle for them, because it's always like, oh, last born, we have to protect you. You have to stay in that little corner so we can protect you. So
Mhm.
it's always been a struggle, and it always will be, because that's just what it means to be a last born, and it's okay. I got used to it.
So you moved to the United States in 2014. Was that when you
Uh,
moved to the United States?
2004.
Sorry, 2004. And
Yes,
then you started singing professionally in 2009.
yes.
Right.
That
You
was
had
when
a
my EP came out. Yeah.
right. So tell us about that EP. Some of the songs that were on that EP. You actually really got pretty famous just with that EP.
Yeah, I had a 4-track EP. It was produced by, it's been a while, but that was produced by an American producer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was mixing a lot of my sounds. I was trying rap. That was where I was really testing myself, trying to find my voice.
Mm-hmm.
It has a song called River. It has a song called Kind of Man. A lot of people like Kind of Man because I was rapping in it. They'll
Mm-hmm.
be, you can rap, you can rap, you can rap. So that was a fun project. That was 4 tracks, and I really enjoyed that. It made some noise in the DMV area. It made some noise in the American with the American population in the DMV. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then you went on to, release your first album. And I think that in that album, that's where we had that Alhadji track.
Yes, yes,
What do
yes.
you think was it about the Alhadji track? Was it like a true story, or was it just like some random story that?
So I write my songs based on two things, right? Either it's something that's happening around me, or
Mm-hmm.
it's something that I'm experiencing. So it's usually those two things, or something where I might hear a funny story and I'm like, oh wow, that's a very interesting story. I need to write about that. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of songs come to me naturally. I try not to push it. That's why sometimes people are like, oh, Naomi, you're not in the studio, because I have not been inspired.
Right.
Yeah, I need to be inspired. So Alhadji, I was in the shower, taking a shower, and then it came.
Wow.
I go take your money, go. I go take your money, go. That's how it started, and then that's how I completed the song.
Wow.
I was like, okay, how am I going to make this interesting? All right, let me talk about somebody trying to take Elijah's money.
Yeah.
And that's how it came to be. I like to sing about culture. I like to sing about culture. How can I say it? Cultural stories.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you, when you were writing that song, like when you had that idea in the shower and
Mhm.
then you went on to produce it, did you ever know that it would have such a takeover? Because that was actually what happened. We were dancing in Cameroon. We were
Yeah.
dancing to Alhadji in Cameroon, like
Yeah.
everywhere. It became a phenomenon. Like it was like, wow. Did you ever see it that way?
No, I was just trying to make good music. And the way I do my music is I'll sing a song and I'll play it I'll play it for everybody. And I'm like, which one you like? And they're like, oh, Elijah. So whichever song that they hook to, that's where I go.
Mm-hmm.
So I just I allow my fans to tell me where to go. If I do something and they like it, I'm like, okay, this is what you like, and I keep going. And that's what people don't know is they're like, why is Naomi doing that? It's because of the energy that my fans are giving me. If they say, Naomi, we want more, we want more. If they say, oh, Naomi, robo, we want more, then I'm going to give them more robo. You see
When
what
you're
I'm
talking about that energy, I'm like, girl, because when people just see you, they're like, they're
Yeah.
like asking themselves, like, can I even say hello to her? Like, she's just too damn hot. Like, what is it about your style? Like, how does it come about? Like, is it just a natural thing, or it was just your artist thing that you decided to add to yourself?
Well, my natural style is very simple, very homely.
Mm-hmm.
But any style that you see, it comes with the art.
Right.
When you're being Naomi Achu, and because it's also part of entertainment. So I
Mm-hmm.
want to give people something why do I expect you to pay $1 to watch me? Because you want to be entertained, whether you have something good to say or something not good to say, I still
Mm-hmm.
have to entertain you
You
because
want to give them something juicy.
yes, I have to entertain. Yeah, that's what an entertainer does. Give it to him hot, but never cold, always hot, good or bad.
I know, and that's really something that has like defined you. Like, a lot of people have compared you to Lil Kim. Like they've said, "Hey, Lil Kim ain't got nothing on our sister," because they're like, "Wow, a rap is hard. It's you give it to them." Like,
Mhm.
how does it feel? Like, have you ever heard people say that about you, or?
Yeah, people compare me to, they'll compare me, and I appreciate it. Even though I do try to be myself, um,
Mhm.
I never want to come across as, okay, well, this is the next this person, this is the next that person. However, I
Right.
do want to continue drawing inspiration from artists such as Lil Kim and
Mhm.
what have not. But I always try to bring my culture into it. So when I rap, I always try to talk about my culture, Cameroon, animals, the village, and I always try to mix that. But I mean, I always take it as a compliment.
Now, there's also there is a video that you did. I don't know if I finally got it on here because it was telling me that it was a little bit heavy, which you did with Pastor George Okudi. Like, a lot of people don't know that you're a Christian like that because they're like, wow, she's like this hot person that we see, but you have a very solid Christian background.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, I mean, I grew up reading the Bible every morning with my mom and with my family. We would take a scripture, we would take our inspirational book, we would pick a day and go off of that. So, I pretty much grew up with the Bible and with a very praying Christian mom, who, prays for us till today. And another thing that people don't understand is when I sing a song, I give it everything. If I sing a song about guns and violence, I'm going to give it guns and violence. It's kind of like being in a movie, right? If there's a gangster movie, you have to act like a gangster. If you're going to sing a Christian song, you have to look like a Christian. So my music is kind of like, imagine somebody being an actress, so I'm acting what the song, I'm always going to give what the song requires. Yeah.
So you performed with artists like Awilo Longomba. Like, I want to just know, like, how was that collaboration? How was it born? And what was that experience for you like?
So Awilo came to the United States. What year was that? Was it 2012? It was in 2011. So he came to the United States and he had a show. And I was put through to Grace Aqua, who was his manager at that time. And we started talking. I was like, we made a connection because it's always nice for artists to make a connection. So Awilo and we made a connection. Even though he had to travel, we were still able to work, back and forth. So, I was in my studio this way, he was in his studio that way, and we were able to make it work. And we were able to do the song Suffer Don't Finish, which is in my album Positive Energy. He really is a very sweet person.
What did you learn from working with somebody like that, who is like one of the icons that we have in the African music industry?
I learned that humility doesn't cost a thing. Yeah, because he has pretty much he's been everywhere. He's big in Nigeria, he's big in French Africa, he's big in Europe, but that is somebody who is so humble and down to earth. And I was humbled by the way he took to me, being that he's been in the industry for such a long time. And I just learned the importance of staying consistent and just being humble.
Wow, that's really something that I'll tell you, Naomi. Like, a lot of times I've met some people. I did see that you also met him, the late Manu Dibango.
Yes.
The very first time I met him, I cried.
Yes, he's so warm. Yes.
He was like so warm.
Yes.
He talked to me. He told me some words of wisdom.
Yes.
I was surprised that somebody that big would take the time on Sunday afternoon to watch me on TV.
Yes.
Like, he told me when he misses my program, he's sad. Like, he always wants to watch me. And he was like, I just love her energy. I love how she switches from English to French.
Yes.
I was watching him like this. I was like, I couldn't believe my ears. I was so touched by that. And that's also part of the humility that you're talking about. Like, so many times people, like, when they get a little bit of fame, they just blow out, like blowing out in attitude and pride and all whatnot. But the truth is, humility is big. It opens doors for you that you would never imagine.
Yes. Sometimes all you have to do is say, please.
There you go.
You just, please, thank you, I appreciate you.
That's it.
It goes a very, very long way. And that was why I took Manu's passing so personal, because
oh my God.
When I met him at AFRIMA, because after AFRIMA, of course, he got his Legend Award. So I'm happy he was able to get that before.
I'm really grateful that he got that. Like, seriously, we should recognize people like that.
Yes, yes. And then the next day, because I think everybody was leaving the hotel, I was like, I need to see Papa Manu. You know,
Yeah.
so they took me to his room, and I think he was there with his daughter or a family member. And you know, he came out and he was like, "Oh, Naomi, how are you?" He was so warm. He gave me a hug. It was like that. I felt like that was like my second dad. I felt like I had
Oh,
my second dad. He just had a very warm embrace, very warm, personable person. You know, I took that to heart, you know, so when he
yeah.
passed away, I took it very personal. I really did.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that so many times we get touched by that. It's just like when I met Mayway for the very first time. Mayway told me about my very first TV show that I did on CRTV in 2009. I
Yes,
was like this, you know, like I was shocked.
yes,
So those are the things that sometimes you never know, the things that you do, who's watching you. You don't even
yes,
know who you touch by the things that you
yes,
do. So
yes.
Naomi, how has this business been for you? 2009 to now, it's about 11, 12 years. How
Mhm.
has it been for you?
Well, you know, we're living in America. You know, we're singing African music, but we're in America. So we
Yeah.
have to wait till the world is ready to fully embrace African music,
Mm-hmm.
which they're coming to it, you know.
They are.
You know, if you're, you know, as a diaspora artist, you know, if I want to really get on TV or take more interviews, I definitely have to be, well, you know, they say you have to be on ground, right? You have to be in Cameroon.
Right.
You have to go get those interviews. I remember when I was in Cameroon, I was able to get on TV. You know, we were trying to schedule. So it just always helps to be on ground. But I think with time, Afrobeat is taking over the world, and it's
Yeah.
becoming more than just having to be in your country or having to be in Africa.
Wow, yes, there's just so much, and it's always important to make a statement with who you are, with your culture, with your
Yeah.
personality,
Mhm.
with your community. It means the world because you know
Mhm.
what? People see Naomi, but when you represent a people, they even respect you more.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you come from this place. Wow, let's go check
Yeah.
it out. Like, what's it about this place where you come from?" So,
Yeah.
hey, Naomi, we have lots of people watching. I see
Hey,
your sister, Shiri Achu, who's watching right
hi
here.
sis. Hi sis.
Um, I see Gwefuni Max Ina who is watching. Thank you
Hi.
guys for joining. Claude Songe, who is watching, I believe from Paris. He is an amazing
Awesome.
cultural promoter out there. And I see the gorgeous glam queen. She was
Hi.
recently on the cover of Mboki magazine. She says, the things you do, you never know who is watching. Yes, yes, sis. And that's really true. And I see here Munchi Awa, who is one of the one fervent watcher of the program, is always here. He's watching all the way from Kigali, Naomi. Like people are watching you from everywhere. Greetings. I'm just coming in. So, who is our guest and what are we talking about? So, Naomi Atu, she is a multi award winning artist from Cameroon. She is an AFRIMA winner. AFRIMA is big.
Mhm.
She is a Grammy member. She is a rap goddess, guys. She is just a sensation. You just want to know more about her. So she's here. She's going to be telling us all about music. We'll also be talking about her brand new video, Robo Robo, which is out and what inspired that video. It's a banger, guys. It's hitting everywhere. If you're not yet diving to that song right now, you better get on it pretty soon. I see Mexico watching.
Awesome.
It's Sumba Sebastian. Wow, this is really amazing. So Naomi, actually, I want to propose that we go watch
Okay.
a little bit of that song Robo Robo, and when we come back, let's talk a
Okay.
little bit more about it.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
They say you get cassava. They say you too like younger. They say you get my lover. They say
Okay, I'm not sure if we can watch it
Okay.
because I don't see anything here.
Okay. I saw a little bit of it though.
Okay.
you
Well,
get
let's try to scroll back on
cassava.
and
They say you
see.
too like younger. They say you get my lover. They say you kiss my finger. Rubber, rubber, ay, rubber, rubber, ay, 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 oh, 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 rubber, rubber, ay, rubber, rubber, ay, 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 ay. Say, Lord have mercy, it's like this. You never seen an African chick like this. Oh, Lord have mercy, it's like this. You never seen an African chick like this.
All right. So welcome back, guys. That was just a little tip of the iceberg, guys. If you want to follow the full video, you need to go out on her YouTube. I think it's on YouTube already, right? But it's
Yes.
also on other streaming services. Tell
Yes.
us about this song, Robo Robo. See, let's just talk a little bit about Robo Robo, but we need to talk about all the other songs, girl, because each
Yes.
song that you put out has been a hit. You need to tell us a secret, like, Mama Mia. In fact, tell
But
us
you
about Robo Robo first.
So Robo, it takes me forever to write songs. That's what people don't understand. They be like, Naomi, where's your song? I'm like, I'm not done, you know. And so Robo, so it was made by a Nigerian producer. So we were
Okay.
listening to beats for me to write to. And I listened to that beat and I was like, I like it. I said, I don't know what I'm going to write to this song, to this beat, but I really, really like it. So then I started writing to it. And the first line was, my loving na pepe.
Wow.
And I was like, okay. I was like, all right, I'm on to something.
Girl.
And then that Robo, it was just like Robo, hey. That was just a filler. That was not even supposed to be like the title. I was just filling it in, waiting for something else to come. And I was like, how do you say this in this language? How do you say that in that language? And, I couldn't find anything to fit. And I was like, this song is going to be Robo, and we're going to keep it at that. And it worked.
Girl, seriously, it's just like sometimes you never really know what you're
Yeah.
doing. You just
Yeah.
get an idea and then it just comes up. I'll tell you that there was a day that I was creating I used to write, TV program concepts.
Yes.
And sometimes you would not imagine where some ideas come from. Like you just lay there in bed and then something just starts dropping in your mind, like I should do it like this and I should do it like that.
Yes.
And then you write it out. I think for you it's like music. You guys get it and it just comes and then you're like, you start feeling it, you put it in the flesh, and then suddenly you see
Yes.
you have a whole song.
Yes. And it's so, yes, you're exactly right. And it's so funny because the best time for me to write is when I'm driving.
Mm-hmm.
So like if I'm really angry and I'm
Oh
driving,
wow.
I'm like, it's coming, especially those my rap verses. Bum, 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 bum.
It's coming.
I'm on the road and then I get one punchline and I keep on moving and I swerve and another punchline.
Wow, girl. See, and I would say that there's something about you as well that a lot of people know you are the queen of freestyle. Like seriously, girl, like you can just freestyle on something and that thing turns out to be a bomb. There's this particular video that you did which people have been watching and commenting and they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yes.
You in this red little dress, in
Yes,
your room, like
yes.
in fact, let me just play that video for those who've not had the opportunity of watching it, guys. This is what they call freestyling, guys. Check it out.
When I start something, they wanna follow me. Everybody and their mama wanna copy me. Like I'm a trendsetter, like I'm the ring bearer. But I'm happy if because of me you do better. I stay one step ahead of them. I drop 16 bars and I murder them. Fire under wicked them. John's favorite daughter, watch him fighting all my battles while I'm sleeping like a baby. Through the hell and all the high water. I make profits, I don't take losses. Counting my bills while y'all sitting and gossip. Making headlines like ching, ching, ching. Alerting all your phones like ping, ping, ping. Now I'm not a feminist. I just believe that if I do you, you do me. I give you, you give me. Rolodex, who I'ma call next? Ex-boyfriend informed like he the vex. I dem mad when I dey see my period.
It's like seriously, I don't know. When I saw this video online,
Yes.
I think I just woke up one morning and I saw it was trending on your page. And I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
I just have to share this. I was like, this is it, man. Like,
Yeah.
what was going on in your head when you were writing that song? There's a lot of things that you said there.
Yes. So
In fact-
first of all, I have to be inspired by the beat. So
Right.
that beat was Whiskey Soccer Soccer. So
Wow.
I'm like, I really like that beat. So I was just like, let me see what I can do to it. And then I was like, when I start something, they want to follow me. Yeah, they want to follow me. And I was like, everybody, which was true.
You're a trendsetter, girl.
Well, it's not true in every sense, but so how sometimes you do something and you're like, well, why is this person following me? Everybody has that time in their life where they're like, Why is everybody copying me? You know,
I hate the thing that I just did today, like that. Somebody just,
exactly. And it's a thing amongst women a lot, you know, that why is
yeah,
she wearing my hair? Why is she, you know, it's very common
this
amongst
is beautiful.
yeah, you know, when I start something, they want to follow me. Everybody can relate because that's what we all
Oh,
say about each other. You know, and I just keep it going, and I try to make it. I try to make it personal, but I also try to make it relatable.
right.
Hmm.
So you say you demand when you dey see your period. You say you give me, I give you. You do me, I do you. Like, girl, seriously, I won't lie to you that I picked up that punchline and I actually used it on someone. The person was like, "Wait a minute, why are you saying that?" I'm like, "No, I just said it," but I realized that I just found myself saying something that I heard from your song, like, "You
Yeah,
give me, I give you. You do me, I do you." That's what life is all about. It's like scratch my back, I scratch your own, right?
exactly. Exactly. And I brought up the whole feminist thing is really not about women taking over. It's not about
Right.
a woman overpowering a man, but he brought that up anyway. What is she is she saying she's a feminist or is she saying she's not? So
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Do me, I do you." Is she asking for equality or is she asking to overpower? You know, so it's a conversation starter and it makes you think. It's kind of like literature. However you interpret it is however it is.
That's true. Sis.
Mhm,
That's true. I would definitely go with you on this one. So
mhm,
hey, tell us, you did in 2011 you performed alongside Fali in
mhm, mhm.
the ITBET award. Tell us about it.
So that was fun. That was in California, and it's so interesting. That was not
Tell
too.
us
Yeah.
about when you performed alongside Fali Pupar.
Okay. Yes. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Perfect. So yes. So this was not too long after Alhadji came out, and it's interesting. I'm gonna
Yes, I
my
can hear
friend.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna call on Sophie Ida. Right. She heard my track. It's like, oh Naomi, you know,
Yes.
you to, you know, you should go to California and you know, Falia Pupa is coming. He's having his BET night. You should go there and perform. I was like, okay, sure. So that was just, you know, one sister looking out for another sister. You know, so that's how that
Oh
happened.
yeah.
You know, that's how I met Fali. That's how I was able to perform that night. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
All right. There was one of these videos that I saw you performing. I think it was the 51st Nigerian Independence. You actually opened for
Yes,
Timaya. That's huge,
yes, yes,
girl.
yes, yes,
That is
yes,
huge. And the
yes,
crowd was like screaming and
yes,
dancing, and
yes,
you were just rocking it. Like,
yeah,
how does it make you feel like when you're in front of such a large crowd, like who are
yeah.
like dancing and jiving to your song?
You know what? The worst feeling is to dance and people are motionless.
Just looking.
They're just looking at you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can literally just faint if that.
Yeah.
So I have to give it my all because I want them to be entertained. Because
Right.
I always put myself in the how can I say it, in the body and in the mind of an audience. Like if I
Hmm.
was the audience, what would I want? So I give
Hmm.
them what I think I would like. So it was a great experience. And it was a new song. They didn't know it. It was one, I think I was performing It's My Life.
Hmm.
They took to it really well, and I gave them the energy that they wanted. I mean, Timaya is a very energetic performer. So if
You
you're
know,
going to open for Timaya, you better bring
you
some
have to bring
energy.
it.
I gave.
Yeah, you just have to bring your A game.
Yeah.
So, tell me, how has the experience been for you? Like, have you had some difficulties along the way? Was it always smooth for you because you're a beautiful face?
Well, you know, in music, you're always going to be faced with decisions that you have to make. You know, it's entertainment, right? How
Mm-hmm.
far are you willing to go to get to where you need to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's people that's, you know, hey, so what, I mean, you have people who sell their houses to make it to the next level. You have people
Mm-hmm.
who sell their souls to make it to the next level.
Yep.
People who give up their jobs. You have people who give up their bodies to make it to the next level. You know, so you know, you have people that will say, "Oh, no, you can't. No, you know, I will only give you this if you do this." You
If you
know,
do this.
exactly. And you know, as an independent artist making my own decisions, I think the biggest struggle that I have faced is finding my own identity, which I think I have finally found. Because you know, when you're an independent artist, you have so many people in your ear. You know, they'll be like,
A
"Remember
lot.
you used to do this."
Everybody wants to tell you what to do.
Yes,
Everybody wants to tell you what you didn't do
yes,
right. Everybody wants to tell you, oh, why did you say this?
yes,
Why did you say that? Come
yes.
on, guys. Everybody has got their thing.
Yes, and you literally have like two people that love you telling you two different things. And somebody's
Right.
gonna come and they'll give you information overload from side A, information overload from side B, and you know, and it's so overwhelming. So
Yeah.
finding your voice, you have to know how to take everything in and then
Mhm.
pick out what works best for you.
What works best for you, right?
Yes,
So
yes,
Naomi, you mentioned the fact that sometimes you do have like things that people want you to do, like those kind of
yes,
things that come at you. Like,
yes, yes,
have you
yes.
ever experienced anything like that as a person, or have you always been shielded? How did
Well,
you
I've not
cope
been.
with it?
If you're in music and you want to get to the next level, somebody is always going to ask you for something that you have to really consider if you're going to do or not. Some people are going to ask you to bleach your skin.
Oh
Some people are
wow.
going to ask you to, yes, they'll say, well, if you want to be with, if you want me to help you, you need to look like this, you need to look like that. Some people are going to tell you to sleep with them, and you could
Oh my
say yes
God.
or you say no, and they're very firm because you know what? If one person doesn't do it, they're going to find somebody else who can,
Who
right?
can do it?
Exactly. Some people are going to say, well, you have to sell your soul. I've been invited to sell my soul.
Oh
Um,
my God.
yeah, I mean, this is entertainment.
Oh
And don't
my God.
forget,
So,
yeah, they'll tell you to do, they'll ask you to, um, it just depends on what,
now
you know.
tell me something, like this is really intriguing. Like, it's true that we always just hear people say that, like, hey, I've been
Yes,
invited to do this or that. Like, how do they fix that message? How do they tell you? How do they wrap it up, like to like really tell
yes.
you? Like, how
Well,
do you?
they're not going to say sell your soul, but you have to do research. That's why they say you have to study to show yourself what approved, or what is it that they say. So, they're not going to tell you that you're selling your soul, but this
Right.
things that they're going to ask you to do, you're going to really, you're going to be like, am I
Like
selling
you
my
be,
soul here? They're going to be like, join us here, join us there. Can you
wow.
do this? And, there's just different groups. They say if you join us, we're going to take you to the top. It's real. It's very
Wow.
real, and that's why you're going to see some very, very talented artists that may not necessarily be chart toppers, because maybe there
That's
were
true.
things they didn't want to do. Maybe they just didn't want to sleep with that CEO. Maybe they just didn't want to be sleep with that exact. Some are willing to do it, some don't care, and you have to respect them. Everybody has their everybody knows what they want in life. So as a professional, you have to respect another professional's decisions and just be comfortable and confident and happy with where you are.
I know that you've always had a good management team behind you. Could you say that that's one of the reasons why you have really like stayed on track and not had a lot of detractors come your way?
Well, I will say, well, let's just say I have a praying mom.
Okay.
You
Hey,
know,
mama.
let's just say
We
I have
love
a
you, mom.
yes. Let's just say, and I have a loving family. Um,
Yeah.
my management has changed over the years,
Okay.
and especially, and of course there has been some time that there was like maybe 2017, 2018, I wasn't as active in my music, even though
Mhm.
I had music in the studio, but I wasn't putting anything out. And that's because when I start, I just have to keep going. That's one thing.
Right.
You don't just put out a song, put it on YouTube and keep it. You have to keep promoting, other else, why did you sing that song if you don't want people
That's
to hear it?
true.
So in that light, I would just say it's been a praying mom, and just having people to keep me grounded and reminding me of who I am.
Hmm. Wow,
Mhm.
that is really, really amazing. I was trying to get on here one of the videos that you did with Pastor Okudi.
Yeah.
Yes, I got it. So let's go watch this video, guys. Naomi is an artist with different facets. She can serve it to you anyhow you want it. So let's go watch this beautiful song that she did with Pastor George Okudi. The title is Power of God. All right, welcome back. So here you see that song, Everybody Rise to the Power of God. What inspired you to do that particular song with Pastor George Okudi, who is a Grammy Cora award winning artist
Yeah.
from Uganda?
Well, once again, it was the beat. When I heard that beat, that was made by an American producer. Once I heard
Mhm.
that beat, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And then I was like, this is calling for a gospel rap. So I always give a song.
Whoa.
Yes, to me, when I just heard that, I was like, this is calling for a gospel rap. I'm gonna do a gospel rap with this one. So, and then I was like, everybody rise to the power of God. And then I was like, wow, but how would it look if I brought Okudi onto a trap beat?
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
I was like, Okudi, can you do this? Because, I've worked with him before.
Uh-huh.
Not only is he an artist, he's also a student, an engineer. So he
Yeah.
does music. So I went with
Sound
him,
engineer.
yeah. So while we were working on one of my tracks, I was like, Pastor Okudi, can you try your hand on this? One take. What you saw him do in that video, that was his first take. He got on the mic.
Wow.
And take once. And we did it again. We did another take, and it wasn't as good as the first one. He's a very, very talented young man.
He is. He is. He is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, I just love how multi-talented you are, how you can just metamorphosize yourself like in your music. There's some artists who are so static. Like when you listen to their music, you can already tell how it's going to sound.
Yes.
But with you surprise the public every single time. What would you say is that thing about you that just makes you like stand out of the crowd?
Well, I would just say is that versatility. Just like you say, not really knowing what's going to come next. Because some people are like, oh, Naomi, that doesn't look like you. Naomi, this is you. And I'm like, I don't know what's me or what's not me. So
I was like, can you do this? Because
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I think it's been fun, yeah.
Tell me about your most memorable experience as an artist, if you can remember. Like, what was that moment? Like, what experience did you have that you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening to me?
It was the day I met Angelique Kidjo backstage.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, she performed at what was it, the Strathmore? It was in Bethesda. She performed there. Angelique did a full, I think, an hour and a half set, no breaks. And she had a 4-man band. So I think she had 2 guitars, drum, and maybe a keyboard. Everything was live. She had no backup dancers. She did the dancing herself. She performed, and I had actually wanted to perform there. I had wanted to be an opening act, but I wasn't able to get through to the team.
Yeah.
I went there to support her, and then after the show, I went backstage, and I sat back there for 45 minutes talking to her.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And she was just talking about her life, and she was just talking about, what it means to be an artist, and she was talking about her charitable organizations, and she's just an amazing woman. Like, giving her a hug and meeting her was just amazing. You know how you've grown up admiring somebody, and you get to meet them. Like, I'm like, this is the legend, and here I am with her, giving her a hug, and
So we expect something from you too. So like Naomi, it could be fabulous. Like, give us some sauce with Mama Angelique Kidjo. She's just amazing. Like, I love that woman so much.
Yeah, she's amazing, and she's been, and she's been killing it since then. She's very consistent. That's what I like about her. She's very consistent.
Forever. Since we knew her to today, she's still up there.
Yes, and she stays healthy. She stays fit. She's like this, she keeps really, really healthy.
I know.
And that's how she did for an hour and a half straight.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take some comments here, and then I have a surprise for you, Naomi. You're not expecting this at all. So usually what we do on Spotlight is we want to bring somebody that knows you to just surprise you and just give you some words of encouragement and just just tell you some nice things. So there are some people that you've been talking about from the beginning of the program. There's this one particular person that you said has been your strength. And so hopefully we should be bringing her on the show. I know I didn't tell you about this. So let me take some of these questions. Cyril Enter, he says, "Asalud now any sister mommy, auntie sister mommy Gwen, your place day and standing." Or you say, auntie sister Naomi, I saw you in my dream next year. He is one of the most amazing comedians that we have in Cameroon. So don't be surprised at what he writes there. Sometimes you may not really understand it. And then we have Shiri Achu Art.
Hi,
Watching.
sis.
That's your big sister. And we have Munchi Awa who says that he's watching from Kigali. He says, I'm bringing up his message here. That message is not coming up. Okay. So Naomi, are you ready for the surprise?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so drum rolls.
Hi, mommy.
Hi, Naomi. Wow. Wow.
I'm gonna
God, our help in ages past. My goodness me.
Hi, mommy.
Hey, my dear.
I'll
How are you?
tell you about it, Naomi.
How did you do this, Gwen?
Don't worry about
Well,
it.
ask your sister Shiri.
Oh,
I cooked it up with Shiri.
She wanted me to come up and see my angel being questioned and responding with such confidence.
Oh,
Mama.
I know, Naomi, that you have been strong,
Mm-hmm.
hardworking, resilient,
Mm-hmm.
and you stand for your words.
Thank you, mommy.
As you stand for your words and you've been working hard at this music. I remember when you watched me and wrote Busybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that true?
Yep. That was a great moment. So I'm gonna tell my fans, not my fans, mommy. Now that you're here, I'm gonna tell my fans about you. So when I had my first daughter, I have two daughters. When I had my first daughter, Glory, my mom came to help me out, with the baby. And my mom was up at night doing a lot. And I was like, Mommy, you're not sleeping. And I was like, Mommy, you're a busybody. You're not, you're supposed to be sleeping. And then I started singing to her. And I said, Mommy, you be busybody. And she didn't know what was going to come about it. But I was like, that really has a ring to it. And then I took her to the studio. And I just kept on writing. And then one day, I don't know, I was going somewhere with my mom. Mommy, I was going somewhere with you. And then I put it in I put the CD in the car. And you were like, huh? What? But that's what got me the AFRIMA award. So yes, I get to see. Yeah, the busybody is what got me the AFRIMA award. And my mom.
oh my God.
That.
Oh my God. Mom, you look so beautiful. My God. I don't know how you people do it.
Thank you
I don't
very
know
much.
how you people do it. You always look so beautiful.
Yeah.
When we look up to God.
All right, Gwen. Don't I look like her?
You do. You do. Definitely.
She's pretty.
You ask how we do it.
Mm-hmm.
When God is with you, there is nothing that you cannot do.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Now we sang shower your blessings. So I believe God is showering his blessings on her, on me, on the entire family.
Amen.
Amen.
To God be the glory.
Amen. Naomi, how does it feel to have your mom on the show today? I know I didn't tell you anything about it. Yes. I was hoping it was going to be a beautiful surprise, and
no, it is.
You don't know what to say.
I'm like, it's so like I did not expect it at all, because I don't really involve my mom with my music unless it's like, because she has a lot going on. She knows I'm a musician.
Yeah.
So if she comes across whatever I'm doing, she comes across it. So, I didn't invite her. So, for my mom to be here, it means a lot. It means a lot to have the support of a parent, the support of a loved one, for somebody who can just keep praying for you. Like, knowing that, there's some decisions that you're going to make that they're going to be like, what is she doing? But at least she continues to pray for me and she shows me the love. My mother's love is unconditional.
Mom is always right. So Mom, how did you feel when you heard that song, that Busybody song, which actually gave her the AFRIMA award, such a prestigious award, and then being linked to Mom, who is her pillar? How did you feel when you heard that song, Mom?
Well, I just felt the stamina that God has given me is not me. It is God working through me. They have seen me work, and they are working equally as I work.
Amen.
Yes, they are all working hard in their various areas. So I just give God thanks and praise for that.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Mommy. You're so blessed. Thank you for coming on the show in such a short notice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
My makeup.
It's okay. You can lose your makeup for Mommy's sake. That's okay. Mommy, we love you so much.
I love you all so much. Thank you for the support giving my daughter.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
God bless.
All right.
God bless. God bless.
Daddy, I was hoping that we'll see Daddy on the court today, but that's okay. Is Daddy too far from you?
Daddy is downstairs. Let me see if he's around. Let me just see if he's around.
When I see you two on the screen, I'm gonna bring you back on the screen. Okay?
Okay.
Wow, how did you do that?
I'm sorry.
No, that was such a oh my gosh. Thank you.
I was hoping that I would just
Thank you.
make you so surprised, like just make you happy. Like I wanted to do something that you're not expecting. So that's what we do on Spotlight. So once in a while, whenever we can, if we have somebody, we want to just bring on somebody that knows you, somebody that means the world to you. Because sometimes you might be doing all what you're doing. If somebody around you doesn't tell you, we appreciate what you do. We celebrate you for who you are. We support you. We're praying for you. Sometimes it still feels empty. And that's why we want to bring that one person, whoever it is, can be a close friend, family member, just to, pat you on the back.
Yes.
How did that feel for you?
I'm not crying.
Naomi, the queen of Amanda, is crying. Of course, that's what happens when you see your parents. And I can't believe that we just got the story behind that beautiful song, Busybody, which got you the AFRIMA.
Yes, no, it's all her. My mom and her
business. You never know how they manage it. They're always so strong, working, never resting, just doing this and that. And you're like, how do they even do these things? And then they still look young. We're there taking care of ourselves, putting all the makeup on our faces, but they still look strong,
Yes.
Yeah. So Naomi, hey, let's keep talking about all that beautiful music that you've been doing. Let's talk more about this Robo Robo album and what are the future plans that you have for this song.
Yes. So Robo Robo came out, the single came out May 29th, and then the video came out the week after. It's gotten great reviews, and I think it's gotten the reviews that it's gotten because it has an international sound. It has some reggae vibes, it has some Afro vibes, and then I had one of the dancers who is Caucasian. She was like, "Oh, you're a pop star," so she's hearing the song and it sounds like pop to her.
Oh wow!
So it brings together different cultures.
It's a universal.
And yes, and it's also women and they're how can I say it, loving their African, going into their African selves, and that's why I brought not just African women, right? You see in the music video the dancers. I have a white dancer. I have I just mixed race, because my music, I want it to be more than Cameroon, more than Bamenda, more than West Africa. I want it to be internationally appreciated.
Tell me, who are some of the people that you've worked with? Some of the people who actually held your hand and lifted you up on this journey since you started your career as an artist.
So I'm going to give a couple of shout outs to some producers. Walter Blackson. Walter Blackson executively produced my last album, Long Live the Queen.
Wow.
He's working with me on this new album. He worked with me on Alhadji.
Okay.
So Walter Blackson has really held my hand as a producer. Him and his wife have been my family. His wife, his kids, they have been my family, and they have really, really watched me grow. and giving me constructive feedback, constructive criticism. And, you know, Walter is just, I would say, the best person in the studio. He's very patient and he'll correct you. If something don't sound right, he's gonna tell you. And that's the kind of person you want to be, you want to work with. A lot of people are not gonna tell you because, hey, they got time, they got to rush. But he's the type of person, he doesn't mind taking his time to do something right. And that's what I appreciate in producers. I also want to give a shout out to M1 Studio.
Okay.
Ngumba, Jack Ngumba.
Ngumba, amazing.
Yes,
wow.
He has done a lot for.
He opened the door, literally opened the door for Anglophone entertainers, artists especially.
Yes, a lot of us have gone through him. I've gone through him. Wow. Adele Clarice. A lot of artists have been blessed to work with Emyungu, but he gives constructive criticism. He's always giving. I just call him. He's always been giving. That was the first studio that I ever worked in. I sang backups for Amumba. You know.
Wow.
Yes, Amumba and other artists, and you know, I'm the MTN voicemail voice for Cameroon.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I did it in what year was that? Within 2004, 2003. He was like, "Oh, Naomi, can you do this? Can you go over to Douala and put your voice for the voicemail?" And I went to Douala. I met Bill Muisha. I did the letters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's how I became the MTN voicemail voice for Cameroon for about 5 years.
Wow. So we have some questions on the screen here. This one is from Munchi Hour, who's watching us from Kigali. He says, so what have you given up to be where you are now?
Well, what have I given up for? First of all, you know, education is a big thing, right? You know, for Africans, once we get that degree, we want to keep going. We want to keep going. But as an entertainer, I have not been able to maybe go back to school to get maybe a doctorate or whatever. So that's one thing, you know, and sometimes you have to give up friends. So there are some friends that I, want to hang out with. I'm not able to hang out with them because I'm in the studio, you know. There's some things that are going to suffer, but I think the biggest thing is maybe not being able to go back to school or take that extra exam, you know. And my family, you know, a lot of family and friends have had to be patient with me, you know, as I go on this journey.
So we have Siri Ente who says, "Chai auntie sister Naomi, you can rap and wake diamond from that place." So Ente is something else. Like he is just phenomenal. He says that you can rap and wake diamond. And then we have this question from Henrietta. She wants to know about any future plans with any Cameroonian rap artists. Like, do you know any Cameroonian artists? First of all, let me see how many artists you know. Who are some of those artists that you really like what they do? Yes,
well, there's a lot. So I'm not going to call maybe the veterans because we all appreciate the veterans.
Oh, definitely.
So I think Jovi is great. You know, we chat sometimes. I think he's definitely a great performer. He's he raps and he makes music and he performs from the heart. You can tell that he loves what he does. You know, so that is a true artist. And there's so many others. I only call Jovi because I've interacted with him personally. But there's a lot of others that I appreciate. I know a lot, but I only want to talk about people that I've interacted with. So I'm going to say Jovi.
I know that you just recently did a collabo with Peter Jericho. Tell us about how that collabo came about.
Oh, well, Peter was doing, it just so happened that during this quarantine period, he's also very talented. Peter is one good singer.
Yeah.
Peter can kill the R&B game. Like he can kill, I don't care. He can kill who on stage, Tyrese, he can kill him. He's amazing. Good. He is very, very, very good. So, and I've always followed him and appreciated his R&B style. So he hit me up and he was like, hey, I need your flow on this. And I was like, okay, sure. And I think that was the last song that we wrapped up before he closed out his EP and put it out there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Isumba Sebastian says that you're rap number one, but you probably are not aware of it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I will keep doing my best to entertain you.
Yeah, I mean, that feels so good. So I'm going to ask you one question now. Tell me about an experience maybe that you've had. Maybe it can be good or bad. With one artist or a producer or just somebody in the entertainment business that almost threw you off, and how did you manage that?
Okay, so like a good experience, a bad experience, what kind of experience?
Good or bad? Just choose. It could be a good one and a bad one if you have.
Okay, and you're talking about in the Cameroon industry?
Not necessarily, just in your work as an artist.
Okay, let's see who threw me off. I can't. You see, I don't keep these things. Okay, whew, that's a tough question. You have to give me a.
Have you ever? Okay, let me say for me, for example, right?
Yes.
Like working as a TV personality for almost 12 years now.
Yes.
There was a time that I had an incident with one of my producers. Okay.
Yes.
We had a big quarrel. Like we had a fight before going on set. You know how whenever the camera is on, when it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you have to act up as if everything is fine. But we had quarreled seriously. Like we were talking, we were angry at each other. Like seriously, like. But then when the camera was on, I was like, hello, everybody. Welcome to like smiling like everything was okay. So I believe that even in your field, you've probably had something like that threw you off and you were like, but then you still had to act it up. Like, how did you?
So I'm going to talk about my former manager, which I love him so much. I love him so much. But and we're still friends to today. But we went to the club, right? And I'm the artist, and I was like, are they gonna give me a shout out? Are they gonna call me out? And he was busy just flexing, and they were shouting him out. And I was like, why are they shouting you out if I'm your artist? And they were just shouting him out and shouting him out and shouting him out. And I was like, I'm your artist.
Is something wrong here?
Number one, they're not playing my music. They're not shouting me out. What's going on? And the whole night there was no shout out about Naomi Achu. They didn't play Naomi Achu's music. I sat right there. Meanwhile, they were shouting him out. Meanwhile, he was supposed to be my manager.
He was supposed to be promoting you out there.
Yeah, so something like that will make you want to act out in the club. But as an artist, you have to always keep it cute. Keep it cute, sis. So I had to keep it cute. It was only after that I would like, like you said, you always have to do what you have to do backstage. You don't do it in front of everybody. So backstage or when we left the club, I was like, what was that?
From
time to time, because everybody wants attention. I understand that, but it's always you have to have a conversation.
If you have a job to do your job.
Exactly.
The job, okay.
Exactly. But so sometimes that attention, that fame can get to people's heads, and then they forget who's who. You know. So that kind of threw me off, but it's okay. We still friends.
That happens, girl. That happens, sis. So hey, we're going to be wrapping up here very, very soon. Tell us some of the projects that you have coming up. We know that Corona has come and messed up things, but we have to figure out other ways to make it work. So what are some of the things that you're planning to do right now, especially with this new song, Robo Robo?
So Robo Robo, I continue to promote it, continue to get it to the ears of the hands of the DJs. I plan to do hopefully a rap, a rap battle on maybe TikTok. I'll probably do some promotion with that. Or not a rap battle, it's a dance competition. Probably do a couple giveaways. But I also want to release my album this year.
Okay.
I want to take advantage of the momentum and release my album. Which is going to be at least between 8 and 12 tracks.
Okay.
Album, so I'll release it this year, and I want to put out another single. Hopefully by August, September, I'll put out another single, and then I'll just keep it coming.
Wow. So are there some artists that you're looking at working with on this album?
There are some artists, I can't call their names.
Yeah, I know. It's going to spoil the surprise.
Exactly. I don't want to get people excited and then it doesn't, because right now we're dealing in a virtual world where a lot of people cannot meet. So if my proposed artist is in Europe or Africa, if we can get it right virtually by emailing and recording, then great. But if we can't get it right, you're still going to have me. So I still want myself to be at the forefront.
Of course, that definitely matters. So, hey, Naomi, you have all these people, these fans, and all these people who've been standing by you, who've been supporting you from day one. What do you have to say to them today?
I wanna give a big shout out to my fans who have been supporting me. I love you. For those who have just stood by me, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for following me from Alhadji all the way up to now. I hope I don't let you down with this new album. I mean, I'm very, very excited about this new album. I feel like in this album, I bear my heart, and I think there's going to be a song for everybody. So for those who, there's going to be reggae, there's going to be rap, there's going to be inspirational. For the people that want to hear Naomi rapping, you're going to get that. The people who want Naomi to sing, you're going to get that. The people who want to hear gospel or something inspirational, you're going to get that. But it's all going to come together.
Wow. So is Naomi available, because a lot of virtual events that are happening around the world, people are coming together to do something for this period. Are you available for stuff like that?
Yes, I'm very available for virtual shows. Always available. Hey, I have my little computer, I have my little piano right here, my drum kit, my light,
Whoa, you're complete.
Right here. Everything is here. I'm ready.
All right. So are you affordable? Because sometimes people might want to come, but they're like, hey, Queen of Bamenda, hey, we go fit so.
Well, okay, so affordable is relative. I've gotten a lot of requests from like charitable organizations, which of course that's a charity. So, we do what we can to serve the community. And we're in the virtual world. We don't know how it's working. It's something that everybody's getting used to. We're not, not used to this.
Ask. They should ask.
Yes, all they have to do is ask, and who knows.
So what's the best way to get to you in case somebody wants to ask?
Okay, you can email me at info@naomiachu.com.
All right, I'm just going to write that there. info@naomiachu.com. So that's her email right there, guys. If you want to get in contact with her for any reason, business, event, whatsoever, collabo, if you just want to tip her, yes, she's very open to that, guys. Things are
Naomi Achu.
Cash App Naomi Achu, that $ Naomi Achu. So you want to send something, you can just send her for her beautiful self, for Robo, for just doing good music. You guys can just do something once in a while. Surprise us now. Just do something nice, So, hey, Naomi, as we wrap up now, let me say 2 things that the public doesn't know about you.
Okay, 2 things that the public doesn't know about me. So I used to suck my finger when I was a baby.
This one?
All of them. My left hand, I sucked all the way to maybe like till I was like 11, 12. So what else? My favorite color is red.
Yes, that red that you wore in that freestyle. So
yes.
That's my favorite color.
My favorite color is red. What else? My favorite things to cook are ndole, eru.
Ooh.
I can cook ekwang, but it takes me the whole day.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something. There's a Cameroonian lady who does the wraps that you can just buy.
Yes.
She's called Anim.
Yes.
So you can just get those wraps. She already has them in trays, I think.
Yes.
You don't need to stress. If you want to cook ekwang, if you cook your ekwang without any
right. Yes.
So
I'll support my sister's business. Yes.
Yes. So I just saw your parents a minute ago. For some reason, their camera is off. Can you guys come back, Mom and Dad? Because I asked your mom to go get your dad so they can give you their blessings. Before we go. Yes. Do you want to do an a cappella for us, for your fans? They've been asking.
Really?
Help me to do something for them.
My loving na pepe. My body in a investment. If you sign the booklet, I go show you the assets. Hey, body no be firewood, no be me, I go die today. Bring your loving, show me something. I go day in your arms today.
Beautiful. So without wasting much time, let's see Dad and Mom.
Hello.
They're joining us from the UK. Hello, Daddy. How are you?
Hi, Daddy. Mommy, can you move the camera to Daddy's side a bit?
Yeah. Can you see him?
Hi, Daddy.
Yes.
Hi, Mommy.
Daddy, my fans can see you.
Daddy, wave.
Daddy, everybody's seeing you.
Looking good, Daddy. Nice hat.
Okay.
So, Daddy, we're about to wrap up on the program. What do you want to tell Naomi today on this program? All her fans all over the world are watching her. What do you want to tell her today as her dad?
Mm-hmm.
Tell her. What do you want to tell her? She's doing music. What do you want to tell her?
She's I don't know what you are doing. But
Music.
just a music.
Yeah, she is doing music. So
Yeah.
what do you want to encourage her to
What do you want to tell her, like as a way of just encouraging her for all the work that she's been doing, singing for the world, and just a word of encouragement?
Well, here's I should talk. That she go from strength to strength.
Amen.
Thank you, Daddy.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Dad and Mom. Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Naomi, you are blessed.
Thank you.
It just means the world to have, this is your backbone, girl. Like,
Thank you.
we all come from somewhere. We all have families. If your family is not there for you, they don't support you, you're going to be lost.
Yes.
And so it was important for me to bring your dad and your mom.
I appreciate. No one has ever done that for me. I appreciate you.
And I thank you so much for coming. I thank you so much for coming, Naomi. I want to wish you all the best. And I want to invite everybody out here watching, all of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing the video. Go out and follow Naomi on all her social media platforms, okay? She's available for events, for virtual concerts, for everything, and even for collabos. So all of you artists who want to collaborate with Naomi, she's going to bring fire on your track. If you want your track to blow, then you definitely know who you want to be connected with right here. So Naomi, one last word to your fans before we go.
I love you. Stay safe. Stay safe till we can have live concerts and you can see me live and we can celebrate.
Yes. All right. So Naomi, we just want to wish you the best. We want to wish the best for this single Robo. We know it's already a banger everywhere, but we want it to go even higher and bigger.
Thank you.
More awards for you, girl. More awards.
Yes. We'll put Cameroon on the map.
All right, sis. God bless you.
Love you. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Love you.
All right, guys. I feel like Yes, guys. If you've not listened to that song, you better hop up on Naomi Achu's social media. She is on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere, guys. Go out there, follow her, listen to her music, support her. We're doing this for the culture. She's putting us up there and she's doing amazing with her work. I just want to say thank you all for tuning in onto the program today. This is Spotlight on Gwendy Media. It just means the world to us whenever you guys show us your love and support. I want to thank Daddy and Mommy Achu. I think that's a family name, right? I want to thank you all for coming on the show. Thank you, Shiri, for establishing this connection. You guys should take care of yourselves and keep following Gwendy Media on all social media as well. All right, until next time, I just want to wish that you take care of yourselves. And hey, don't forget that you can be anything you want to be if you set your mind to it. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Don't ever get discouraged. It's going to be hard. Life is hard. That is what life is all about. but don't ever give up. Keep believing in yourself, and you will be surprised at what's going to happen at the end of the day. All right, I'm going to leave you all with this beautiful song, Robo Robo by Naomi Achu. See you next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.